Hello, everybody. I'm Pax.
I'm Hal.
And this is Brotakus, the show where two guys who love anime do a deep dive on what is and isn't worth watching. We believe you don't need a major in anime studies to enjoy this wild, beautiful, strange art form, and we are lucky to have you on this journey with us. Our guest today, the man, the myth, the legend, our first Brotakus three-peat, three-time returning champion, Henry Rosenberg. Henry, how are you doing today, man?
I'm thrilled to be back in these hallowed halls. I feel very special today.
Hell yeah. And shout out to Anna in the background, now technically making her third Brotakus appearance, so I'm gonna put my hands together there. And then, in addition to our returning vet, the champion coming home from foreign lands, soaked in blood, riches in his arms. You're a colonizer is what I'm saying, Henry. We have a fantastic Brotakus newbie to the studio today. We have Daniel Rivera. Daniel is a now Buffalo-based actor, singer, songwriter, but is currently studying for the motherfucking LSAT, pursuing that law life. So if any of you out there, in what, like 3 to 5 years? What's the process?
Yeah, like in 3 to 5 years. If you need legal representation, don't come to me now because I don't know what I'm doing.
No. Come to Daniel right now.
Come to Daniel right now.
Help him prepare for the LSAT because give him some real life experience because I think he would really benefit from it.
It would not be advisable. It's illegal. I would get thrown in jail.
So what you're saying, Dan, is as my attorney, you would recommend I don't ask you to represent me.
Exactly.
Good to know. Good to know.
So everybody, if mark it in your calendars, 3 to 5 years from this date, if you get hate crimed 3 years from now, give Dan a call.
Then I'll be
in the
there.
Phone books.
Daniel Rivera, Esquire,
and Mr. Esquire will be there. So, everybody, how are we holding up today in this COVID wonderland? Coming to you mid-February. Everyone doing all right?
I'm alive. I am still alive.
Sick.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's
better than nothing.
Henry bragging about doing better than 400,000 Americans. Insensitive. Canceled Henry in the chat today. Hal?
So insensitive.
Well, it's Valentine's Day. And so that's pretty exciting. I'm with Bae today. Bae is watching The West Wing in the other room, which is a show we've become really completely obsessed with. And I got a little surprise later today, a little activity for us to do, and that'll be fun. It'll be a really good time.
And we're going to save the details of that for the Brotakus OnlyFans. So remember, $5 a month, subscribe for the hot dates.
Right.
And Dan, how you holding up?
Good. We just moved in. My partner Genevieve and I. We just moved into this apartment. See the nice exposed brick, and my color for those people who are watching the video one.
Yeah.
And I just started a new job.
It's a really nice apartment. It's really good.
Yeah, we're really liking it. It's nice, and Bentley's liking it. Our dog Bentley, who's an English
I was going to say, who's Bentley?
Bentley is a vibrant young Cocker Spaniel gentleman. He is my little gentleman. Mm-hmm. He's a dog.
Good boy.
He is. I would dare to say the goodest. So
strong words.
There might be some rivals to that, but no.
I took a sneak video earlier, and I might just include Bentley in this. Yeah. So again, if you haven't done it yet, check us out on the Brotakus Anime Club YouTube page. We now have video podcasts so that you can see his gorgeous apartment. It looks like it's at an Architectural Digest, so you can see his gorgeous dog. The perfect halcyon life that Dan is styling on us all with today. However, this is not a friendly time that we invite Daniel and Henry onto the podcast.
This is serious business.
Serious business. This is the motherfucking linguistic Thunderdome today. Henry, what is happening today?
It's the 2021 Quiz Taku's Vocabulary Bee. We're going to test everybody's knowledge of the many strange and clandestine terms used in the anime fandom. See who knows what's good, because I think a shared vocabulary is important, because when I say that Wonder Egg Priority and Other Side Picnic are both shows about a young woman with short dark hair, one blue eye and one yellow eye, making friends by entering a dream world to fight monsters, currently airing on Funimation, they sound identical. When I say that Wonder Egg is a high school moe magical girl series, and Other Side is a college Yuri slice of life cosmic horror show, Then we can have a conversation.
Oh my god!
I'm prepared.
Are those really shows that are both airing?
Yes, and they're both quite good.
Oh my god!
Done.
So for the longest time, Hal and I have been considering, talking about like the plebe to weeb pipeline, how we get people indoctrinated into this life. But Henry approached me with this idea, and it was just, we've been wanting to do a vocab episode forever. So Henry, thank you so much for all your hard work on this. But Hal, can you explain kind of some of the reasons why having a shared vocabulary is important, or like what marks you for weeb life when you start speaking?
Language is a really important factor in life. No matter what part of the world you're from and what language you speak, it can either be an irremovable barrier or it can be what brings you together. And when it, when
this is such a romantic description.
When if I were to say, if I say "Nani" and someone looks at me, someone raises their eyes and looks, and we make eye contact. And we know we have the same image in our minds.
Yeah.
That is the difference between plebe and weeb.
Nice power.
Hell yeah. So really quick, let's say on a scale from like 1 to 10, 1 being plebe, 10 being weeb, how would you describe yourself as one of the contestants today coming into this?
Like, I'm going to be honest, as the co-host for Brotakus Anime Club and anime enthusiast, I have to say that I rank at the most a 6. At the most. Because we will see exactly how I do. I don't want to hype myself up too much in this contest today. But Dan, prepare yourself.
Yeah.
Dan, what about you? Where are you on the scale?
I'm like a strong 2.5. Yeah. I really like the Animatrix.
Animatrix?
That's underrated for sure.
Good. I love that. And yeah, One Punch Man, and Sword Art Online. But
Scooby-Doo, all the classics.
Yeah, right, exactly. So yeah, I'm like a strong 2.5.
Big fan of Corey in the house.
Actually, every episode of Brotaku's Anime Club is at some point about Scooby-Doo, so...
It's true, it's the anime. It's the anime. So, y'all, I got 20/20 vision, because when I look at that plebe to weeb pipeline and me and Henry, I see 2 10s, baby. And so we are going to host you today with this vocabulary. Henry, please introduce the audience. Please introduce the rules for this vocabulary B today.
All right, so we break it down into 3 rounds, but the basic rules are that Pax and I will offer Hal or Dan a word, and they need to give us the definition. As much detail as they add in, they're welcome to ask us to use the word in a sentence, but if we do not consider their definition complete enough, then the other contestant has the opportunity to steal. And whoever wins gets a bag of matcha Kit Kats, of which I've eaten 1 out of every 2. Enjoy.
Hell yeah. Okay. Molto bene. Molto bene.
Chef kiss.
So that said, we have specific rounds with different categories going in. I know that we talked about this kind of pre-show a little bit. Any questions before we throw you into the gauntlet?
Is there a time limit to our definitions?
Don't waste my time.
Okay.
Is the time limit.
Gotcha.
That was such a bold answer. I was going to be like, as much time as you need, so we need
Don't bore us. Get to the chorus.
Okay. Dan, any questions?
I don't think so. What color pants are you all wearing? I can only see
black.
Pants? I got blue shorts on.
I got blue corduroys on right now.
All right, so Dan trying to flirt with the judges already. This is not going to affect us, baby.
Will get you everywhere.
Not with me. It is going to slough off my asexual ass, completely unfelt, my cold heart, throwing you both into the arena. Babies out there. NBs and gentle bays,
Yeah.
all my homie sexuals out there, all the Brotakus and dojinshis. This is the motherfucking Quiztakus vocabulary bee of 2021.
Can you even believe it?
Round one. Henry, bring us in with round one.
All right, Daniel. Your first word is tsundere.
Tsundere.
And the first category is going to be girl archetypes.
Yes.
Girl
yes, it is.
archetypes, a very important thing to know.
Okay.
And that word again, Henry?
Tsundere.
Tsundere. If my memory serves me, this is a seemingly angry or hostile young girl who, over the course of the show, you see has a softer side eventually. So
That is quite correct.
Fantastic.
Just like a Sour Patch, they start sour and then they get sweet.
Absolutely. And examples might be Helga Pataki from Hey Arnold or Vegeta.
I was going to say
Batman
Bakugo Katsuki.
Bakugo Katsuki. Hal.
Oh, boy.
Girl categories, round
Okay.
2. Your word is Yandere. Your word is Yandere.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't study any of this before we went in, so I'm excited to be going in unarmed. I'm excited.
Remember, you can ask for
Yandere.
it in a sentence.
Yeah, may
can ask for it in a
I
sentence.
hear it in a sentence?
Yeah, absolutely. Example sentence. Hey, look, Amy just killed Karen for coming within 10 feet of her crush, Joey. Must be a Yandere.
Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna say Yandere is in this case, a female character who is overprotective and slightly intense towards her affections for the main protag. Is that incorrect?
That's true, but it's not the whole truth.
Ouch.
I think this seems borderline. I think this gets to the essence of it. But thanks for the studying, Hal. I'm going to give you partial credit. You're getting 7 points for that. Ding, ding, ding. You got 7
Wait,
points.
Defining traits.
how many points do you get per question?
You
okay.
got 7 points for your answer.
I love it. Thanks.
I'd say one of the defining traits for the Yandere is that they are homicidally psychotic.
Yeah.
So, not just a little intense, a step above that.
Right.
So the root word is yanderu, which is the Japanese word for insane or sick.
Okay.
And all the kind of root things here for the girl categories have dere dere in them, which is like a heartbeat sound, meaning affectionate or loving. So you combine like one fragment with dere, and you get your girl archetype. But that was yandere. Throwing it back over to you, Henry.
Alrighty, Dan, would you please give me the definition for dandere?
Dandere. I'm pretty sure Dandere. It's kind of like Dan, so that's I have to. If I don't get this, I'd be really embarrassed. Dandere. Could you use it in a sentence?
I would love to use it in a sentence. Dude, Anna is such a dandere. She hardly talks, but for some reason, she's really nice and open to me.
You can see her in the back.
Yeah, well, I would not describe this Anna as a dandere.
Not at all.
I think that Dandere is a girl who is very quiet and almost to the point where she's like invisible, but like she eventually she opens up to like kind of awkwardly to the people that she like cares about eventually, and then like she'll establish herself more and talk and stuff because she's comfortable with them.
I'll take it. That's going to be 12 points. Right
12
there.
points. 12 points to Dan. Bringing it over to Hal.
Okay,
Hal,
let's do this.
your word. Last one in the girl category.
Okay.
Kudere. Kudere.
Kudere. May I hear it in a sentence, please?
Sure. I thought that Sheila didn't care about anything or anyone, but over time I just got to know that she cares in a different way. Bitcha kudere.
Okay. I'm going to say that a kudere is similar to the feeling that you get when you say, notice me, senpai, which is a kudere that a girl who is aloof, who does not interact a whole lot with the protag, but it's simply because she has like hidden trauma in her backstory that does not allow her to connect with people. And eventually she comes around to the idea of connecting again.
What do you think, Pax?
Again, in the ballpark. In the ballpark.
Wow, I'm hitting at 1,000 right now.
In the ballpark. I mean, you hit on like a common trope for a kudere.
Okay.
So yeah, so we're giving you 4 points for that. Dan, could you round that out for us? For kudere?
Oh, yes. Maybe I could try to... kudere.
Just a little bit more detail.
Is someone who is... A girl who is... Oh, man. Wait. I literally thought I knew this. I don't know. I don't think I can.
If I'm
right,
okay, can I use a
Oh.
character as an explanation, or is that too late?
Please, sure.
I'm picturing Erina Nakiri from Food Wars.
I'm not super familiar with Food Wars, but
Okay, no, okay, no, James.
Erin is a little closer to a tsundere. She's a little closer to a tsundere. So Henry, give us the full thing. But again, some of these, there's a lot of crossover between this and Dandere.
yeah, they're not like hard and fast rules. They're just sort of
Okay.
like tropey archetypes.
Gotcha.
Kuderes are defined by being outwardly emotionless or stoic, kind of cold. They sort of seem above what's going on around them.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
Reminds me of Avatar in Last Airbender, or is it? No, Legend of Korra.
I'm thinking Attack on Titan.
I don't remember
I'd
Mikasa-
say Mikasa would be
Mikasa,
a bit
yeah,
of a
that's
kudere.
what I'm thinking. That's what I'm
Yes.
thinking. Okay.
Great. So, Mikasa would be a kudere, and then Hinata is the typical Dandere, someone who
Yes.
is, quiet and reserved. So,
Yes.
so again, to go over those, Tsundere, someone who appears angry and hostile before showing friendly side. Yandere, fucking murderous. Kudere, motionless and stoic before getting gooey on the inside. And then Dandere, quiet and reserved, which is different than emotionless and stoic. So, with that said, our current point totals, I
Dan's in the
believe,
lead.
are Hal, 10 points. And how much for Dan, Henry?
Let's just say 12. If it's
12
if he's at 10, let's
points.
go 12.
Great, 12
Wow,
points. Dan
okay.
with the slight
Nice
lead.
friendly-
Okay.
12.
All right.
So,
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Our next category is going to be actual honorifics. A lot of Japanese names you'll hear with a special honorific suffix at the end, and we're going to see if you can give us what sort of person they apply to.
Got it.
Dan, your first word is kun.
Kun. I believe, and I remember this because of the movie Kundun about the Dalai Lama. Kun is it's like it's for a boy. It's like a term of endearment for a boy.
Yes.
And it's,
what?
yeah.
Could you give me a sort of age range for what sort of boy you would call kun?
Ooh, I want to say like 7 to 13, maybe.
I'll take it. A younger boy.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. So, Hal-chan.
Let's do it.
Hal-chan. I need you to define Chan for me. And this isn't just 4chan, 8chan, all of my other favorite Nazi sites for me and the rest of the Proud Boys to get on. This is the honorific Chan. So, define Chan for me.
So Chan is when you are addressing someone who is familiar to you and someone who is around like the same level of respect as you. It's kind of like me calling you pal or buddy.
Yeah, spot on. So,
Cheers.
yep, term of endearment, often for a young person, can have some feminine connotations, but you're right, it is agender. It is agender. Good job. We forgot points for a second there, Dan. I'm going to assign both of you points. Dan, 5. Hal, 5. Neck and neck. Oh my God.
Cool.
All right, let's keep this rolling. Dan, I need you to give me the definition of san.
San. Can you spell that for me?
S-A-N.
Okay, San.
San.
Like Daniel San.
Daniel san.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a gender. It's an agender formal kind of honorific. So, like, as an example of it,
Like Daniel-san. You gave
like
you gave an
like Daniel
example.
San.
Yeah.
There you go. That'll be
It's
sufficient.
like, it's respectful.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good, Henry?
Yeah, let's give him 4 points.
4 points. Sounds good. So, Sama.
For Hal, correct?
For Hal, Sama.
Sama is a term used when you're addressing like royalty, like a lord or someone who is much higher in in status than you are. And sometimes characters will refer to themselves as Sama if they're particularly arrogant, like Vegeta oftentimes refers to himself as Vegeta-sama. Prince
Seriously?
Vegeta. He does, yeah, Vegeta-sama. So it's like, it's addressing someone with much higher status than you.
All right, 6 points. I'm going to give you 6 points for that one. Ding, ding,
I
ding.
give him 6 points.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right, Dan, we're getting to some more obscure ones. I need the definition for Tan. Tan spells Tan.
I believe that Tan is it's agender, semi-formal, and it's like it's kind of cute though. Like it's like Tan.
What sort of person would you call Tan?
Maybe like. Did you hear that cat? I would call the cat Tan.
That's my cat. All right, I'll take it.
We'll take it.
Save
All
My
right,
cat
so,
is very cute.
so next up, she. So Hal, she.
Can I hear that in
She.
a sentence, please?
Yeah, about that. Using it in a sentence would immediately give it away. So no.
So I don't get to hear that.
Well, let me give you a sentence.
Okay, well, hang on.
You may not hear she in a sentence.
Thank you. So I'm assuming, I'm not as familiar with this one. I'm going to say that it is part of the word like doujin shi. It is a feminine term. And it is, I'm going to say it is to address someone that you have romantic interest in.
Dan, do you want to go for the steal?
That is completely incorrect.
Damn.
I think I can steal this one.
Hate to tell
All
you.
right.
I kill myself.
Very formal for like a stranger. So you like meet someone
Really?
on the street that you don't know, and you're like, "Your name's Gary Shi." Like,
It's also, from my research, very rare to hear it in conversation. It's often for like correspondence and like
Yes.
letters
Okay.
and stuff.
So I am going to give Dan 8 points for the steal. And then Hal, I'm going to give you 2 points because being confused and not knowing what she is kind of all about why you'd use she. It's when you don't know. So
Okay, gee, thanks.
2 points for Hal.
right, cool.
And Dan, since you stole, it's your turn.
Alrighty, and this is the last one for our actual honorifics. Bo. B-O spells Bo.
Bo is sort of like Tan. It's like, but for younger boys. So yeah, it's like kind of cute, but specifically towards like a boy. So like Halbo.
Halbo. Very
Halbo.
good.
Man, he is fucking shitting on you, Hal.
No,
The current
I didn't
point
mean
total.
that.
Damn.
The current
Damn.
point total is 31 points, Hal, and it seems like 128 points, Stan.
Wow, that went up really
128 points.
fast. Okay.
It seems like he was just styling on you, dude.
Yeah,
You know,
I think so. I think I got finessed here.
dude. It's what the calculator says, dude. So
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Can't argue with the math we've 100% been doing.
Yeah. So
we can do it.
how far are we along in the Brotakus quiz?
We are 1/3 of the way through. We
Okay,
are
I can still catch up.
round 2.
Okay.
Yes.
I can
It's
taste those
genre
matcha Kit Kats.
Free
already.
for all.
And
Okay.
so to just really quickly go through those honorifics again, Kun, young boy, informal. Chan, agender informal. San, agender formal. Sama, elder, super formal. Super formal. Tan, agender semi-formal. She, stranger, but it's formal. And Bo is your little boy. And those are honorifics, but
Damn.
You'd definitely be
around.
pinching the cheeks of someone you call Bo.
Okay.
yes, absolutely. Henry, lead us
Yes.
into the next round.
All right. As I mentioned, this is going to be the genre free-for-all. The contestants will freely list genres back and forth, and whoever runs out of genres in their lexicon loses. It's all about having the widest amount of knowledge. But before that, Pax and I are going to give the definitions for the 4 biggest umbrella genres so that you guys have to be a little bit more specific than that. Pal, would you like to start?
Yeah, I think I could start. So off the top of my head, I would have to say one of them would be Shoujo, a genre of Japanese comics and animated films aimed primarily at a young female audience, typically characterized by a focus on personal and romantic relationships. Popular examples of shoujo include the shoujo magazines Shueisha, Kodansha, and Shogakukan.
Next is shonen, the young male equivalent to shoujo. It's a genre of Japanese comics and animated films aimed primarily at a young male audience, typically characterized by a focus on action, comedy, and camaraderie. Popular examples include the magazines Shonen Jump, Keto Keto Ace, and Boy's Life.
Next one is seinen, a genre of Japanese comics and animated films aimed primarily at young adult and adult male readers, focusing on more mature subjects, whether it be action, politics, sci-fi, fantasy, or more mature comedy series. Popular examples include the seinen magazines Ultra Jump, Weekly Young Magazine, and my favorite, Big Comic Original. Hell yeah, shout out to Big Comic Original.
And lastly is josei, a genre of Japanese comics and animated films aimed primarily at young adult and adult women readers, often focusing on romance and sexuality. The storytelling and writing is often more mature and realistic than shonen or shoujo writing, but that isn't always the case. The most underserved of the demographics, popular josei titles include Princess Jellyfish, Usagi Drop, Agretsuko, and My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness.
Shout out to My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness. And so immediately we do kind of see that there's a bit of a different conceptualization in like big genre like umbrellas in Japan rather than in the West, because these are very much like age categories. And so when we talk about like shoujo, shonen, seinen, josei, it's like it doesn't exactly tell you what you're going to get, more so like where you'll find it or who it's appropriate for, which is like, and considering how fucking, or I said, I could say fuck. I don't know why I thought I could say fuck. Considering how fucking bloody some of these shonen comics are, like I think the line is just getting like more and more blurred, right? Right? And so really quick, Hal, you're the fucking co-host of Brotakus. I need you to step it the fuck up. We cannot lose this shit. You said you were a 6 on the scale, more like dicks on the scale. I need to see knowledge, baby. I need to see knowledge. I think Dan is fucking cheating, dude. I think he's on something. I think he's been shot up with juice. He's on ketamine right now, and we need to fucking show him who's boss. You need to own the genre category.
He's mainlining alpha brain right into his cerebral cortex.
Oh, man.
You are dealing with a Sigma male, and you need to be not just the alpha, you need to be the Decepticon male.
Decepticon male today. Okay, all right. Okay. So to be clear, I am not guessing shows that fit within these categories. I am guessing other categories that are not the ones that you just named.
Correct.
Yes. And so ideally, we're going to get a new genre and an example of it. So, and this is a show I like in it. Yeah, makes sense. Henry, anything else about this round before we call fight?
Nah, just like try to go quick. You can be as specific or as broad as you need to be. As long as you've got a new genre that we haven't mentioned already.
Yep, and so we're going to go quick. And if there are no questions, we're going to begin the Brotaku's lightning round, beginning with our loser, Hal. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, fight!
I'm going to just say it. Hentai. Brat. Name any sort of porn on Pornhub. I've got a million of them. Let me think. What's a specific name for one? Literally name an anime and then type in Rule 34. Boom, hentai.
That's technically allowed.
Correct.
I'm gonna go with sports anime. I like Hajime no Ippo. It's like a boxing show.
Nice.
Yeah.
How?
So okay, to be clear, do we need to have the Japanese term for the show? Or do we need to name like a genre but keep it in English?
Either way.
Okay, cool. All right, specifically battle anime.
What you got?
Battle anime, fighting shows where it's like a tournament arc, like Jujutsu Kaisen, for example, or Baki.
Cheers.
Back
to you.
There's also Mecha, which is like big machines. Most popular, I would say, was in like someone like me who is on a 2 on the scale. Like Gungam. We're not Gungam.
Gundam.
Gungadin.
Gungan is what Jar Jar Binks is.
Yeah.
Jar Jar's a mecha.
All right, Hal, back to you. And remember, mecha is one term, but they're more specific.
So if we're talking about mecha, we
more
can talk
specific
about
subcategories. We will now.
We can talk about kaiju anime. Like anything involving, say, like Godzilla. Godzilla would be considered a kaiju. King Kong would be considered a kaiju, which is a giant monster that like terrorizes cities, or like you're fighting against these monsters. So like Attack on Titan would be technically like a mecha and a kaiju.
Hey, you got the mecha in there. One of these days, I'll give you my full breakdown of why that's secretly a mecha show.
Yes.
Dan, back to you.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Isekai. I think it's pronounced Isekai. Isekai, yeah. And an example of that, it's like an otherworldly, like a character gets transported to like another world. So, someone like another thing for me is like Sword Art Online is like a basic one. I really love the Gun Gale one.
Yep,
it's really cool.
One of the big popularizers of the isekai genre. Back to you, Hal. What do you got?
Okay. I don't know if I want to make this really... Okay, I'm going to say like a slice of life type show that is interrupted by something supernatural. So like a moment like Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, where it's a perfectly normal life, but it is then changed just slightly by the supernatural anomaly like adolescent syndrome.
I'll take it.
Respect. Back to you, Dan.
Okay. I know I got at least one more in me. Let me just go patient scientist here. Let me like go zen.
5.
Fuck.
4.
Wait.
3.
No.
2.
I think of genres that exist in other mediums as well.
Wait, there's one. There's a Yuri. Yuri is like I got one. Yuri is like you mentioned like lesbian anime
Yes.
earlier, like my exploration of lesbian loneliness. It's like that. And I can't think of another example of an actual show, but Yuri is something.
Perfect. Lesbian is its own category. You dug into your memory of what we mentioned before, and you pulled out with that. That was a very shonen
I'll give you the
moment.
one that I put in the intro. Other Side Picnic is a Yuri.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hal.
All right, cool. There is horror, any sort of horror anime, like you could use like High School of the Dead, could be like a satisfactory horror anime, or, there are actually plenty. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say that. I'm going to stop there. Yep.
Period.
Horror.
Okay. Very
I've
nice.
got more. You want me to pull out more?
All good. Dan.
Let's see if Dan can...
All right, Dan, let's go.
I can think
I'm behind. I'm coming for you.
I'm going to tell you, there is an opposite of Yuri.
Yes, yaoi, which is homosexual.
Boy love.
Boy love. And I'm pretty sure there's also a sport one, but I'm pretty sure Yuri on Ice is...
That's just a guy's name, but yeah. Yuri on Ice is a pretty good example of yaoi anime.
Yeah.
Ironically enough.
So good job. Both sides of the gay coin there. Hal.
Okay.
You said you got more.
There's, in contrast to horror, there is simply like the dark and gritty, like thrillers, like Berserk would be one, in which it's like adventure with blood, guts, cursing, and just like all the darkest aspects of humanity put into one show meant to shock you.
We will accept grimdark, absolutely.
Cool.
Cheers.
Dan.
I think I can do like the opposite of like grim and dark. It's like a kiddie kind of show. I don't remember how to pronounce it. It's like Madu.
It's got 3 letters.
Well, I think he's thinking of the other one.
Oh.
And I'll accept kiddie show. Can you think of any example of that?
I mean, honestly, like Pokemon is definitely like pretty kiddie in my book.
All right.
And we did say English or Japanese. The term we have is kodomomuke. And however, solid technique to start going with the opposite of what the other person said. That's a solid technique.
That's safe.
Exactly. So we got Jujitsu Dan here. So Hal, go ahead and be careful. Get ready for the counter strike.
All right, jeez. Okay, God, I gotta see what's going on. Card animes. Any anime that is like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Bakugan or Digimon or Pokemon, where like they use these other mediums to battle that don't necessarily involve like direct conflict between the characters.
Yeah, You guys are getting good categories that we hadn't even had on this list. So good stuff. Good stuff, Dan.
Off the top of my head, Harem.
Yep.
And that's like where there's like a guy and then like there's a bunch of girls obsessed with him. It's definitely in Sword Art Online. Like everyone's obsessed with the protagonist. Like
Banging.
Yeah.
All right, Hal.
I have a counter, but I'm trying to think of a specific show.
What,
Oh my god!
anime?
Oh my god! A reverse harem anime. Which does it have to be an anime that I name right now?
Give me what you got.
Twilight would be a reverse harem.
Yes.
Twilight would be a reverse harem with Jacob, with Edward, all these werewolves and vampires swooning over one female character.
All right, respect. And real quick, the categories we have that you've listed are Battle Shonen, Card Battle, Sports Anime, Slice of Life, Yaoi, Yuri, Reverse Harem, Horror, Grimdark, Mecha, Kaiju, Kodomuke, and Isekai. So anything that isn't those.
Okay. All right, so is Dan next?
It's my turn.
Yep, it's Dan's turn.
I am going to say the pronunciation's off, I think, but Mo or Moe. Cool, Moe. And it's like it means like to guard like someone's heart. It's like a affection. So like something like that. So
see, that's
Henry's
what I thought you were talking about when you said cutesy. It's like
right.
Cute girls doing cute things.
Right.
God damn. Okay.
And those are like any of like those high school, I think, like kind of shoujo shows. Really. So.
Okay.
Cool. All right, Hal.
And I think I'm like tapped out after that.
I'm getting close.
For the finisher.
Racing anime. There's shows about racing.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D, 5Ds, is like a racing and card battle anime. There's Speed Racer as well.
There's a really good racing anime last season called Appare Ranman.
Yep. So
where
I'm gonna
a
say
samurai raced against a cowboy, and it was great.
Yeah, I'm gonna say racing anime.
Nice.
Yep.
Epic. Okay, Dan.
I'm done. I can't think
done.
of
Done?
Alrighty.
All right. Well, in that case, Hal, I will allow you to dunk on Dan and list as many categories as you can think of. If you want to lightning, just spit them out.
Okay.
And every one that you get will be another 150 points for you.
Goddamn. Okay. So, an anime where you have to collect them all, like One Piece, where you are searching for that specific object, like One Piece, where you're looking for all the different fruits. You're looking, or for example, Dragon Ball, where you're searching for the Dragon Balls.
We'll accept Collectathon.
Collectathons. We have. We said mecha. Does Gundam count?
Gundam is a specific type of mecha.
I was gonna say Gundam.
I think that's what I was trying to say earlier, and I
which
mentioned
is like
Jar Jar Binks.
Evangelion, thank you. Evangelion is a Gundam anime, or like Power Rangers is another Gundam. If you think about it that way, with the no, am I off? Am I off there?
I mean, Pax, do you mind if I give a pretty specific definition of these things?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so mecha anime breaks down into two different categories. There's Super Robot, which is sort of like the Sentai, Gridman, Power Rangers
like
type
Voltron.
stuff. And then there's like Voltron. Voltron is a very good example of Super Robot mecha.
Okay, yeah.
And then there's Real Robot mecha, which is like Gundam or stuff where it's focused more on like the mechanical aspects. It's not just what if a superhero was a giant robot. It's what if a human was piloting a machine designed for war.
So like RoboCop.
Connects into why I think Attack on Titan. Yeah, like RoboCop, like most Gundams.
Like Genos and One Punch Man. Would he count?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, all right, cool.
He bridges the line between real and Super Robot.
Okay, cool. All right. You have like the academia shows where it's all about like going to school. It's all about, learning, about increasing your knowledge. So like, I don't know, technically My Hero Academia would count, even though that's like a shonen. You would have
basically any anime set in high school.
Any anime set in high school, yeah. Let's see, you have, what else is there? I am thinking of a specific.
What show?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm tapped out.
All right.
Still very impressive.
I think I'm tapped out.
Still very, very impressive. Round
Pretty
of
much
applause
cleared
for
out
our
our
lightning
list.
round contestants. Pretty much cleared out our list. Henry, can you list everything that they did get, including some
Everything
things that
that
we
they
didn't
did
have on the
get,
list?
we got- To repeat, we got Battle Shonen, Card Battle, Sports Anime, Yaoi and Yuri, Slice of Life, and Hal's Slice of Life plus Supernatural Elements. There's Moe, there's Harem and Reverse Harem, Horror, Grim Dark, Dark Fantasy. There's the Collectathon genre. There's Racing. There's Mecha, both Super Robot and Real Robot, and occasionally leaning into Kaiju. There's Kodomo Musuke for young children, and last there was Isekai, the genre of being reincarnated in a different world.
Wow.
Oh, and of course
And,
hentai, who could forget?
And so some of these were ones we did not have on our list. And so we noticed that there, some things that were not mentioned, and the very few, we didn't have broadly sci-fi, fantasy, romance, or ecchi, which is just kind of being a fucking pervert show.
Like, what if there was an entire show about Master Roshi from Dragon Ball?
God.
Right, yeah. And
Could you even
Kaiju, I think,
imagine?
would count as a ecchi.
God, that would not be 2020
of course.
appropriate.
So you have absolutely decimated that lightning round, and that was a lot better than I thought we were going to get. That was fantastic all around, guys. Our current score total sits at Dan, 355 points, and Hal, 1,700 points. You really,
All right,
really
the natural
got that.
order has been restored.
you
You
Okay.
totally got that
So
last man
hard.
standing
Cool.
bonus there. So really, really good stuff.
Okay.
Fantastic. How we feeling so far? We are almost wrapped up with this. How are we feeling? It's gone so far.
This is intense. Dan, you're incredible. You're incredible, and
You are. Come
you're a
on.
true rival. And I'm gonna improve my bloodline technique so I could defeat you in single combat.
Them's fighting words.
Yeah.
Them is fighting words. Them is fighting
This
words.
is really fun. I think in studying for this, I've learned some new genres that I want to go watch now. Yeah. So it's cool.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty.
Hell yeah. We ready for the last round, fellas?
Okay, let's do it.
Round 3.
The broad category is Japanese social roles. So social roles, and you'll understand what we mean by this pretty quickly. Henry, do we want to swap who we're giving our questions
Love to. Hacks.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty, Hal, I'm gonna need the definition for a senpai.
Oh, okay. Senpai is usually referring to someone who is like an older classmate, someone you devote respect to. So like when you say notice me senpai, it's usually because that older student in this context is like way more popular than you. They're never going to notice you because you're beneath them. And it's an affectionate term. It is something that you use with affection.
Alrighty, cheers. I'll take it.
How many points?
14 points.
Yes.
14 extra points. We're gonna throw in Kohei in there, Senpai Kohei. It's like the that's the binary
Two sides
there.
of the same coin.
Yeah.
A Kohai would say, notice me senpai.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
sort of the...
And Senpai would say, I'm not noticing you, Kohei. Okay.
I'm noticing something else.
I'm noticing different stuff. I'm noticing you now, Dan. Dan, your word is sensei. Sensei.
Sensei is like a teacher, like someone who's instructing your student.
What a simple, perfect, to the point response. I think for that, you've earned 380 points. What? I think that for that,
Oh shit, I gotta be
you're
more
like, blah,
generous.
blah, 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 blah. Let me give a 4-paragraph
Hal,
thing. This isn't the LSAT, dude.
I got 14 points for that answer. What?
Just you wait.
Okay,
Hal.
no,
Hal,
all right,
if
all
you
right,
can
all
give
right,
me the
I'm with
definition for Hakase, I'm gonna give you 1,000 points.
Hakase?
Hakase.
Can I hear it in a sentence?
I was very sick, so I went to go see my Hakase.
Okay. I'm gonna say Hakase is an individual that you it's a doctor. It's a doctor.
Yeah. There we go. It's a doctor or like a professor.
Yeah.
Someone
Like
who's
I noticed that
well-educated.
like in Rascal, he kept going to his friend and kept referring to as Hakase, doctor, because she was really, really good at science and she kept explaining every phenomenon that was occurring throughout the show.
There you go. You just earned those 1,000 points.
Nice. Can I actually ask a question about that?
Yeah.
Sure, hit me.
It kind of reminds me. That term reminds me of in Full Metal Alchemist with that maniacal doctor guy that turns his daughter into a
Yeah, you could spoil it.
Is that
I mean, it's another 6 episodes. Yeah.
Is that a spoiler? Oh no, just did spoilers.
No.
Would he be like Hakase too? Like,
yeah.
He's kind of a bad guy, but
absolutely.
There's no.
He still went to school though. He still went to school.
Yeah, right.
He earned the right to be a mad scientist.
Right.
Okay, so Hal, I'm sorry, not Hal. Damn it, I'm mixing up You're my co-host now, Dan. You're my co-host now. Clearly, Henry's playing favorites, being a 3rd timer, wants to be a 4th timer. We're gonna boost this up. So you need to nail this one. All right, your word is Oni-chan. Oni-chan.
Oni-chan is like sibling. Is like your sibling, right? It's like another Sword Art Online thing. His like step sister.
Yep, and it's really weird. So if your Oni-chan finds you stuck inside a washing machine, you might say, "Stepbrother, what are you doing?" And that is Oni-chan.
Oni-chan. That was another genre of anime I forgot to mention, the Emoto genre.
Which
no
is
way. What?
Yeah. Which is people that are either in love with or attracted to their little sister.
Oh,
they're out there. They're fucking gross.
Yikes!
All right, to run away from that as quickly as possible. Hal, will you please give me the definition of weeaboo?
Weeaboo is not a real term. It's like slang for someone, an American or someone who is not Japanese that really wants to be Japanese and is like obsessive over these things, like just really wants to emulate everything about the Japanese culture, and they take that to the next level in their daily life.
Alrighty.
All right. Pretty good. Yours is... Oh, you know what? There appears to be a penalty for you not giving Hal points there. So that's minus 500 points to Hal. I'm sorry. Your host appears to be gone. Yeah.
What? I'm sorry, Hal. I'll make it up to you, I swear.
And Dan, because that attack had lifesteal.
This is Kangaroo Court.
Dan, that attack had lifesteal. So as you gain 500 points already, give me the definition of otaku.
Otaku, sort of like Brotaku. It's otaku is someone who's like obsessive over something, over a certain topic. It could be anything from like memorabilia, like shows or something, and it like typically kind of hinders their everyday life. Basically.
Perfect. Another 500 to Dan. And weeb and otaku are both currently, they've kind of been like watered down in like Western discourse, where now they're kind of like interchangeable. It used to be that they had these specific definitions of like a weeb even being like racist or rude or disrespectful,
being like a slur.
Whoa.
Or like derogatory.
Yeah, where it's like I'm going around, I'm referring to people at the grocery store as like, cashier Sama-san-chan, and, doing bows and wearing a kimono, and like you've become really socially disruptive.
Yeah, like it used to be if you owned the box set of all of Naruto, you were an otaku, but if you walked around wearing a Naruto headband, then you were a weeb.
Right.
Alrighty, and our last word in Japanese social roles. This one's a little bit tougher, Hal.
Shit.
I'm going to need the definition for neat. Another synonym for neat is hikikomori.
Okay, so they're synonymous. Okay, so a neat or a hikikomori is someone who is a social outcast, like a recluse, someone who stays inside all day, avoids social interaction at all costs, to the point where it's actually detrimental to their health. And there's a rising concern in Japan over like the rising numbers of hikikomoris, like among the youth and among young people who are like staying inside and being hopeless and not wanting to go do anything.
And you'll see a lot of anime protagonists who start out as hikikomoris and then, through some strange turn of fate, enter into society. And like I think the direct translation of hikikomori is shut-in.
Yep. And so you mentioned that hikikomori might be a recluse, Hal? That was the word you used, right?
Yeah.
Oh, a recluse like a spider? No, these are people we're talking about. 300
Boo,
points.
No.
300 points to Dan. 300 points to Dan.
Well,
you can refer to a person as a recluse?
Other than that,
a recluse is named.
Actually, you get 700 points.
On Twitter, my name is Handsome Cuban Recluse.
Thank you, Dan.
So I mean,
thank you.
Just to be fair,
I think Dan. I think we need to. I think we need to turn this show up on its head. Let's just kill the other host.
No. Actually,
can't kill us until we get to the last category.
Yes,
which we have affectionately dubbed anime-loving gentleman words.
And really quick, another 700 points to Dan for both being Cuban and a spider. Congratulations. You're very brave for coming on here. Another 700 points. Can you explain a little more what we mean by anime-loving gentleman words, Henry?
Okay, it's kind of non-specific. It's just sort of words you might have heard, like someone who's at least a 5 on their anime knowledge scale would probably know easily half of them. It's for people who are into the culture. But
so
not like
memes.
Gross. Sort of. That might be for the lightning round. We'll see.
Okay. Okay.
All right. I think I gave to Hal last, so Pax, if you want to give to Dan, start off this round.
I would love to. So our first thing in anime-loving gentleman words is OVA. What's an OVA?
OVA. Okay, so I think it means original video anime. So it's like, we would think of it like in the US, that first thing that I think of is like those like Nickelodeon like orange tapes. There's like, it's like straight to home video like anime. Is what I thought.
Henry,
all
what do you
right,
think?
I think that's
Sorta.
worth half credit. I think what defines an OVA for me is a very short number of episodes. It's like a serialized anime, but only 3 episodes get released.
Yeah. So half credit, only 500 points for that one. Dan. Sorry, fuck that one up.
500
Henry,
is
back to
still
you.
a lot.
I was going to say 500, that's a good deal.
All right, Hal, tell me what a light novel is. And remember, y'all are more than welcome to ask for these words in a sentence.
A light novel. I can give you an example of a light novel.
Okay. And it is.
So actually, I'm just going to keep referring to Rascal. Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai was originally a light novel series, if I remember correctly. And it is... Could I hear it in a sentence real quick?
Sure.
Just to straighten up my definition.
All of these light novels have the longest names.
Okay, so potentially a novel with like light subject matter, specifically something that's not super like out there or intense, and maybe it doesn't have a long number of
Installments?
yes, that's the word I was looking for. I was going to say series, but like a long number of books, if you're referring to manga.
Sort of.
Yeah, kind of?
I think that's also worth half credit for 500 points.
All right.
A light novel is
I'll
like...
take it.
Basically, it's like a picture book, but for like adults, there'll be like a splash page of art and then text.
Oh.
That's what makes it a light novel.
And even if it's light on the pictures, it's kind of like novella size. Like even sometimes a little smaller than a novella.
Okay.
So not very long. Simple to understand though.
Okay.
Okay, great. And because of those two halves, if we divide a half by half, we get double. This next question is worth double points. Double points. It's a very esoteric term. What is
Quick
a manga?
maths.
What is a manga?
Manga is it's almost like a comic book. Like it's sort of like what we were talking about.
Ding ding ding! 1,000 points. Your turn, Hal.
All right. Hal, for 27,000 points, can you tell me...
Oh my god, this is my power level.
PV is?
A PV?
What do the letters PV stand for?
And am I able to hear it in a sentence at all?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
My sentence that I've written is, yo, did you see the new Attack on Titan PV? That shit's gonna be hype as fuck!
The new Attack on Titan PV.
I think I know this, so I really want to steal it.
PV. Oh god, if Dan takes 27,000 points, I'm dead.
But, I'm doing my best to help you out.
Oh no, PV.
27,000 points on the line.
All right, so the new Attack on Titan PV. I'm gonna say it's the preview.
Not
Preview
the
video?
exact term. Promotional video.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so you didn't.
It's
Henry
like a trailer.
gave the definition to you, Hal?
You tell me exactly what percentage of 27,000 Hal has earned.
I think for the cheating,
preview
that's a
video.
deduction of
How is that
27,000.
cheating? He didn't give me the definition.
He literally did. He
He
said
said
not
the
exactly
new
and then
P-
gave you the definition. Minus
I think
27,000
I think
points.
you're going to take away 27,000 points?
The answer we were looking for was penis in vagina. Was PV. Pee-pee in vajiji was the answer we were looking for. For 27,000 points, Dan, your word is filler.
Filler.
Jesus.
It's like stuff in an episode that's kind of just like it sounds. It is. I think it is exactly how it sounds. It's just something to like fill the episode with content, and it's not like what the fans are really looking for. Like get hyped.
Yep.
on.
Using a partial fragment of the word in the definition, I think that's worth double points. 54,000 points. 54,000 points to Dan. Hal, your turn.
All right, another acronym. Can you tell me what an AMV is?
It's an AMV is an animated music video.
Yes, it is. That's going to be 1 zillion points.
Oh God, I'm going Super Saiyan 3. This is too much.
I think you're currently at about
I think I'm at
5,000 points, given how much we've added and subtracted from you.
This point system makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's a good number.
Dan, arcs. Your word is arcs.
The arc is like a storyline. It's like like a character's storyline, how they progress throughout the show or a season of the show.
Fantastic. 12 points to Dan. Perfect answer. 12
Thank
points.
God, we're back at
What
it.
happened to like the
Regular
thousands?
numbers. Do you think you really earned 1,000 points, Dan?
I don't know.
think so. All right, Hal, will you please tell me what a seiyu is?
A seiyu. May I hear it in a sentence, please?
Yes. Nobuhiko Okamoto is my favorite seiyu.
Okay. Is it a protagonist?
No, it is not. Dan, would
No,
you like to
okay.
steal?
I gotta be honest. I don't think I'm stealing anything today on this one. I don't. Oh man.
I don't know that one at all.
That's 2 passes. Pax, would you like to give the actual definition?
I would. That's just a voice actor, pals. That is just a voice actor.
Ooh,
I'm glad
that hurts my feelings.
Okamoto is the voice actor, the seiyu, of Bakugo.
I'm glad that you both missed this vocabulary bee's secret trap question that would have been worth minus 5 zillion points. So I'm glad you both
Oh
missed
man, good thing.
Is it Dan's turn for the last one, right?
I think it is.
Yeah.
So Dan, this is building on your last answer. So tournament arc.
Tournament arc!
So Dan, what's a tournament arc?
I think
It's very difficult to divine this from the phrase. So
yeah, right. I think like in Dragon Ball, like where there's like tournaments, like where it's like the storyline where the characters are competing in a tournament arc.
defining tournament arc as an arc of tournaments
I'm sorry, Hal. I wish you could have answered that one.
is flawless. And Hal, you're showing poor sportsmanship by yipping and yapping
You
over
can
there.
literally see the vein popping out of my forehead.
And you too can see it if you join us on YouTube, Brotaku's Anime Club on YouTube. So, with that, we've wrapped up the anime-loving gentleman words. Another 14 points to Dan. The OVA, light novel, manga, PV, filler, AMV, arcs, seiyu, and tournament arc. There we go. Anime-loving gentleman words. So with that, we have completed all 3 rounds of the quiz. We've completed all 3 rounds of the quiz, and the final point totals are at what, Henry?
Dan with a very healthy 38,402 points, and Hal, oh, I'm sorry, just behind with only a paltry 10,000 points.
You gave me a zillion points.
Unfortunately, what that did, I just got back from the judges union. Unfortunately, that hyper-inflated your point total, like the German mark after the collapse of Germany, and so we had to recorrect it. We had to account for inflation. So unfortunately,
I've been robbed.
That Weimar Republic, am I right?
Oh man.
Damn, kid, sorry to hear it.
Robbed.
But much like the Blitzkriegs of old, we too have a lightning attack for you all in
Here we
the
go.
final finale. Lightning round. We have the lightning round.
We're going to need answers as quickly as possible.
Okay.
We'll be cutting you off so quick you wouldn't even believe it.
Okay.
Yes. So
I'm kind of aroused right now.
All killer, no filler. We're just going through, ending this with unbelievable energy. We are going through. And do we want this to be a free-for-all where we just say it and first person who says the thing gets it?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's see how that goes.
Okay.
All right. First word is Nani.
What?
Yep. 10 points to Hal. Next one. Ome wa shinderu.
You're already dead.
That is correct.
10 points to each.
10 points to each. Just according to Keikaku.
To the plan.
Just according to Kate.
Plan.
Yep. That one goes to Dan. That one goes to Dan.
Nice.
And that, we're not going to explain it because it's a lightning round.
That's a joke.
Kawaii?
Cute.
Yes.
That's
25
points to Dan.
points to
Oh,
Dan.
you were saying that. Okay.
We've said it before. We'll say it again. What is Moe?
Oh, I said this earlier. It's like cute. It's like guarding your heart. It's like a
I totally
kind of
forgot.
show where it's like affectionate.
The defining phrase in the Moe fandom is "I must protect her smile." I'm going to give points to both.
Yep, absolutely. Next up is Doki Doki. Doki Doki.
Doki Doki. That's like a club. Is it like a gathering of people?
Heartbeat.
Like Doki Doki Literature?
Heartbeat.
Yeah, 1,000
I'm gonna
points
die,
to
I'm gonna
Dan.
die.
That is the onomatopoeia for the sound a heart makes. What is
Damn.
fan service?
Fan service is when you deliver material that panders directly to what the audience wants.
Facts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Usually it has to do with boobies, but I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we
Next
do want
up.
boobies, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
Give the
audience.
fans what they want.
Right.
Yep, and your example sentence there was all the fan service in Food Wars is super cringe. Fan
Yes.
service.
Yes.
Next up, ready. New word in 3, 2, 1. Baka.
Fool.
Correct.
Or idiot. Or stupid. Or whatever.
All correct. Chibi.
What's your...
Chibi is a little art form where they have like little arms and legs like the Powerpuff Girls. It's super cute and it's super adorable.
Oh, yeah, it's
and
like abnormal
They get
or
silly.
something.
super deformed, ultra cute?
Yeah.
Very fair. Next one. Sugoi. Sugoi.
Sugoi.
Wonderful. It's like fantastic. It's an affirmation, right? It's great.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I'll take it. It's
take it.
awesome. Awesome.
Okay.
Minus 50 points for Hal for hogging the things.
It's a lightning round.
It's a lightning
Next up,
round.
Ganbare. Lightning. Ganbare.
Ganbare.
Ganbare is like
Let's
shocking.
go. Like a charge. That's kind of what I got from
100 points
you.
to Hal.
right,
It's
little
kind of like
bit.
do your best. Next one. Gomenasai.
Go on and say, excuse me, I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
Like,
Oh, thank you. That's arigatos.
Yep.
Thank you. I'm an idiot.
Yes, 1,000 points for Dan. 1,000 points for Dan.
All right. Itadakimasu.
Time to eat.
or
dig
dig
in.
in.
1,000 points to each. Splitting that one. Next one. Mushi.
Thank you.
Hello.
No, it is. Thank you.
Thank you. I thought it was
And
right.
last but not least, Kampai.
Cheers. You like Henry was saying earlier.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Damn.
And that completes the lightning round.
That completes the lightning round.
I feel
Henry,
like we were
what
pretty
are
like
at?
you had a lot in the beginning.
I had a lot in the
Alan.
beginning, but then like I fell behind, man. It's like the tortoise and the hare, baby.
What is our final point totals for
Our
this?
final point totals at the
God.
end of the day is Dan with 50,702 and Hal with 50,700. Period.
Fuck.
So close.
Oh, Dan, you have won
Oh, man.
the Eden bag of Kit Kats.
Dan,
delivered by
you're the
Henry
new co-host
Rosenberg.
for Brotaku's Anime Club now. How do you feel?
I feel shocked and overwhelmed, and I think I'm going to Disneyland.
Okay, great.
Hey, congratulations, super spreader. And Hal, with that, you've been downgraded to a guest, so you have officially walloped Henry's 3-time record with a 23-time record of appearing on Brotakus. How does it feel to have just dunked on Henry?
I gotta say, it feels like I've spent a lot of time getting to this point, and I've taken a lot of effort to get here. So, thank you to everyone who supported me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very nice. And Henry, you've just designed like one of our most amazing episodes yet with an amazing list of
Yeah,
words.
Please, it was a
How does
tease.
that feel?
Round of applause for Henry.
I'm
Applause for
super
Henry
proud of
Rosenberg.
how everything's turned out. This went so much better than I could have even imagined. Y'all
Me too, honestly. I thought this was going to be a clusterfuck, so thank you both for studying. And with that, I think the last thing that we should leave off on today, and thank you all so much for your time, is we have one last word. How do you define Brotaku? How do you define Brotaku?
I'm not going to answer this one.
To you? You're not going to answer it? All right. Dan, what do you think what does that word mean?
I think based off of otaku earlier, which I defined, I'm going to say someone that's you're like obsessed with your bros. You love your bros so much. It's like brola.
Hell yeah. And Henry, what does Brotaku mean to you?
Well, I'd say a Brotaku is someone who loves anime and wants to love it even more.
Hell yeah. These are good definitions. So shout out to all our Brotakus out there. Hal, any last words before we leave off for this good old episodio today?
No. I mean, I just want to, thank everybody for listening. And if you guys liked what you saw and what you heard today, also, if you're checking into our YouTube channel, we also have an Instagram page, we have a Twitter page, we have a Facebook page. We're getting all the pages, all the websites. We're stealing the internet. If you guys want to check out more of our content, if you guys want to check out more of our content, look at our Facebook page, look at our YouTube channel. We'll be posting links to each of those things. I've been trying to do it every other week, so we'll see what we can do with that. And thank you, Dan and Henry, so much for being on the show today. Dan, you're kick-ass. You're going to be a lawyer. I love Bentley. Say hi to Jen for me. And you know what? I think giving you a 2.5 was a very, very, very modest score for you. And I think you need to be a little higher up on there. So give yourself a pat on the back. You did great today. You are now the new co-host of Brotakus Anime Club. So be ready because we record every Thursday. And,
I need to make an announcement. I'm stepping down as co-host. The pressure has been insurmountable.
Damn.
All right. Well, the position's
sorry,
open. So, I mean, if no one else wants it, Pax, will you take me back?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Great. Brotakus forever. The Brotakus are back together.
Gotta feel that love.
The long reviled Brotakus split arc has finally resolved since its introduction 5 minutes ago, and the Brotakus are back in action, baby.
Thank
so
God.
If you want to find our guests, look at our show notes, whether that's in your favorite podcasting app or on YouTube. We will list their stuff there. And just hit us up. Leave us a review. Give me $5. Wash my car. It's really bad out here in Buffalo. It looks like it just went through a Yeti's asshole. It's nuts. But I love you guys. Thank you all so much for listening, and we hope this episode was useful. We hope that this was something where can help with some anime terminology and establish that plebe to weeb pipeline that we're working on. So thank you all so much for joining us. Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me.
Hal, you good with the outro, brother?
Absolutely. Everyone, thank you all so much for joining us today. If you liked what you heard, again, make sure you find us on Apple Podcasts or your favorite podcasting site, and make sure you rate us 5 stars. I mean, don't rate us any lower because 5 stars would be, anything lower than 5 stars would be a crime against humanity. We really love to hear from you, and every review counts. So I'm Hal.
I'm Pax.
And we're the Brotakus. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.